So maybe Tracy, I would start off by asking you, tell me a little bit more about your journey and like what brought you to marketing and how you came into this world of being a marketing leader.
So, boy, I've been in marketing now for a little over 25 years. So, I've witnessed the coming of the internet, the wild, wild west with the web, and now with AI. So, seeing that whole stream of the ability to get in front of prospects and get your brand out there is just incredible. But yeah, so I would have to say my journey took a different take probably around, I want to say about 20 years ago, when I started getting access to an early system like Salesforce, it was called a Primo at the time, and understanding the difference that marketing brings when it comes to return on investment and that whole aspect of being really data driven and attribution. Because you look back 20 years ago in marketing, everybody was still on the pretty front end of the web, and what are the giveaways at the sales booth and sales slicks. So I think I was definitely an early adopter when it came to data and attribution and tying every dollar spent to marketing return on investment. And that's really been the differentiator about myself and through my career is understanding, the whole testing and that whole attribution. But it's definitely been a roller coaster of learning, uh, lots of coffee, going through
Of
everything.
course.
But I do have another unique take on my background as well. Several years ago, I worked for an organization. It was actually EasyLink at the time, and now it's called OpenText. And I was one of 5 employees out of about 1,000 that was selected to really understand Six Sigma and removing defects from process when it came to customer centricity, customer quality, not Six Sigma from a manufacturing lens, but really that lens of what is that negative impact to customers, and how to mitigate it out of your organization, whether it's incorrect pricing, or workflows that aren't working today, and all those types of things. So I've definitely had a unique roller coaster of learning and really understanding, kind of what's next.
Right.
But it's been a really fun journey.
That's very exciting. Yeah. I mean, coming from a very engineering background myself, the idea of using data for marketing, I know has changed significantly in the last
Yes.
20 years. What was earlier very qualitative has become very quantitative in the recent past,
Exactly.
for sure.
hmm
So, who are some of the clients that you work with these days? What kind of companies or what size of companies that you work with?
So I still work with mid-sized companies, generally about mid-size, but some past clients, I have NDAs signed right now, so on a couple clients that I'm working with, but some of my past clients are like American Express,
Hmm.
NCR, um, even Open Text. I've done some consulting for them as well. Prudential Financial, down in Newark, New Jersey, on Broad Street
Oh,
there.
okay.
Um, but yeah, so have several enterprise level, obviously, and then been hyper focused recently on mid-sized companies to really help them expand their brand, expand their messaging, create that footprint. And then the other attribute is really creating that velocity for them when it comes to that integration of marketing and sales, and making that impact of getting their prospects unaware of their brand to aware, and then obviously close one as fast as we can. Definitely 2024 is all about the word of velocity. How fast can we go to get that recurring revenue in the door, and continue that lifetime value. And that's been instrumental on really helping and support these mid-sized companies and these CEOs that absolutely want to grow and scale as fast as they can. How quickly can they get to 10x? And
Right.
it's all about that leveraging their brand, being trust in that brand, right? Because that you have to be authentic. You have to
Hmm.
um, really come across just like I said, authentic. But one of the other attributes that I really help and support my clients with is getting them from helping them beyond just leveraging, the different marketing channels with video and different content types. But after a prospect becomes a closed one opportunity, right? So they're now a customer. What does that onboarding look like? And the
Mm.
beauty is the whole goal is to get your clients to validate your marketing messages, right? And to be those
Mm.
brand amplifiers. So that has been part of my methodology when I talk to my clients and help them and advise them from a fractional CMO role is there should be time and resources spent on capturing, from the acquisition side of the house. But on the expansion side, it's the old school like farmers and hunters and land and
Mm.
expand. And so it's really acquisition to expansion, and making that a point because as we all know, it's easier to keep and maintain that customer as you bring them through that expansion side of the house. But yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely, the different channels are so important, and the different content types, video,
Yeah.
all podcasts. Hmm.
Absolutely.